talking to her, or are you trying to get a relationship?
I'm still talking to Anne Marie. It's like I said, if we find somebody that's really committed to to us and stuff, then we'll support each other. Like if I found somebody, she'll support me. If she found if I found someone, she'll support me. If she found someone, I'll support her.
So you're just friends.
We're like friends, but super, super close.
That's
we're
just
talking.
called
We've
a
been talking
friend.
for we've been talking for like a month and 2 weeks now.
I thought you guys talked like a lot longer.
I mean, yeah, that's the main goal. A lot longer, yeah.
I thought you did.
I thought you said like it was like a month or like 2 months or 3 months that you guys started talking.
No. Because it mattered from the speed dating thing. And then I slowly earned her trust because she's a very hard person to open up to. But she gave me her Disney Plus account. Disney Plus.
That means you guys are married.
I will nah.
Disney Plus is like $6.99, isn't it?
More like I think $7.99.
Didn't you have Disney Plus already?
What's that?
Didn't you have Disney Plus already?
That was a free trial for a little bit. I tried it out, and then she's like, "Here, you can have my Disney Plus." I'm like, "What? Really?" She's like, "Yeah, I trust you. I trust you." I was like, "Oh, all right."
You're gonna offer to pay half, like the gentleman or nice guy you are.
No, she told me like, "Don't worry about it."
So she's your sugar mama.
Not exactly. No.
So what are you giving her in return?
Like in return, like I slowly had to. I showed her how to open up to talking to me. That's what she earned, because she's the type of person that doesn't open up very. She's very hard to trust people. That's why.
So she basically paid or give you her Disney Plus account so you can be her therapist.
She's actually talking to somebody to about life goals and stuff like that. So I've been helping her on that a little bit too.
Really? What are your life goals?
Yeah.
My life goal is just, I don't know, just save up, if I get that the SSI, I'll be able to get housing for myself.
Oh yeah.
Or
housing?
Yeah,
like
housing,
what?
yeah, like small house.
Small house? Like you could buy a house with SSI?
Yeah, like
you want to buy a
houses,
house or rent a house?
A small house, basically not too big.
Yeah, buy a house or rent a house?
Buy. Because they have housings for like not big ones, but like not high ends, but like pretty like
process to buy a house is more complicated than you would imagine.
Yeah, I know that.
All right,
So
go into detail.
Walk me through the process. Where are you going to buy it? What's your down payment looking like? And what's your APR that you're ideally wanting to look for?
Well, my mom's boss, he knows about housing, so he knows how to get like, you can get housing from a government, basically.
But that doesn't answer my question. Where are
Section
you going to
9?
get the house? Like, what location are you searching for? Ideally, you have a general location of like where you want to live, right? Like in terms of like housing properties, like you looking at.
Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna be for me. It's gonna be for my mom only. Because that's what I want her. That's what I want. That's what I want her to have. So she can.
Right? Or are you saying that you're buying it?
I could buy it.
But you said your credit score was like shitty.
I know my credit score is shitty, but if you have disability, you can get housing through disability.
Banking all on your quote unquote disability to get SSI in order for you to get housing. So then if it doesn't work out, what is your next plan?
My next plan is go to LA and help my uncle over there because he has 2 houses.
And do what there?
Follow my dream that I want to do.
What's your dream?
Either open a dance studio. Well, that's one of them. Just be on TV. Have my
Oh,
15 minutes of fame. That's all I want. I don't care about like the fame. If I do get popular or anything, all that money or fame and stuff is going to be all to my mom. And then some of it's going to be for myself.
So ideally, like, if you don't mind asking, like, what's your ideal like income or like wage on a yearly basis that you feel like you'd be comfortable with, or would feel like would be enough to sustain you and your mom?
Like how much income wise?
Yeah,
So you're
yearly income, your wage.
Well, as for right now, I remember back then, my annual income for a year was like, I hate math. God damn it.
how much per hour and how many hours a week?
Like no, it doesn't matter. Like let's just say ideally, not looking back at like your previous history or like
What's your
Well,
idea?
right now, I'm getting paid $15 an hour. $15 an hour. So,
12
oh
hours a
yeah,
week?
and yeah, but I'm actually gonna go full time. Actually,
what is your ideal yearly wage, yearly income, or like your wage then that you want to be at?
so every month I get paid around every 2 weeks I get paid around 400. No, 450. Excuse me.
The big one. Yeah, that's what you get paid now. But what's your ideal number? Like, what do you
Yeah.
want to? What's like thing to live? You want to live
Let's say
comfortably?
we're interviewing, right? Like you're interviewing a job, and then like your hiring manager or the hiring HR person is asking you like, what do you want to be paid at, Winston? Like not what you're getting paid right now, but I want to know how much you want to get paid, ideally, so that we can try to accommodate that and see how we can work towards that goal.
Um, let's say because I never thought of this. Because all the times I would save and save and save.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
number one
life
thing.
goal that we're talking about.
Yeah, because my ex taught me how to save. If I didn't meet her, then I'll be spending like 24/7.
But you're kind of dodging the question still because
I know. I'm thinking it's just like this. That's just the average count. Like
Like $16 an
possibly
hour. That's your life goal. $17 an
no.
hour. So what's like your ideal?
My ideal goal is like at least like 25 an hour.
25 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Like by
That's
the
what I'm
time you
looking for.
retire.
By the time I retire, if I could find something better, like perhaps 30 an hour, which I possibly I have seen or not seen. I'm not entirely sure, but for a year, probably like 500K a year.
Doing what?
I'll do just any kind of job, basically.
you've been following your dreams to make that money.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too. Yeah, and
Like
plus with my photo shoots and stuff, that combines it as well right now too. The people are worth it because I get paid for it too.
I mean, like you should have like a roadmap of how you getting that amount, right? Your end goal, 500K or how
Mm-hmm.
you're getting. You can't just say you want to do whatever and get it because a lot of jobs like flipping burgers not going to
No,
get you
no,
500K.
no. Not that, no. I want to be in I want to work in IT. That's my goal. But the thing is, I only have my dance major.
So how come you don't go back and get like a credential for IT? Because I think Ryan has he didn't go get bachelor's for his IT or whatever he's working at right now, but he got like I think you got like credential or accreditation from like some sort of program so that he can work at
Works at UFC, like IT
yeah
admin.
Because back then I used to have an auntie that works for my auntie, I haven't talked to her for a long time. Her son works for Qualcomm, and her son was going to ask me to work there since I'm good at IT, but now I don't speak to her. Now I have to look on another alternative way to find some computer jobs.
Mm.
And it's hard right now to find that kind of stuff.
Do you know
Because I
IT?
don't have my major.
What kind of IT do you want to do?
Like viruses, networking, and then hardware, which I know how to do hardware now because I learned.
Kind of hardware.
Like what? Like I know that I heard coding is really hard. That's what I heard. Because I remember Andrew was learning that shit.
Well, it's
He
not
told me,
hardware.
I know hardware.
Memorization of like what to input and like how to do it. I mean, IT is like if you're talking about like hardware, you're talking about like electrical engineering or something. Because there's two people here that has done or well, I think Fion does like is it electrical engineering? Or what is he? I forgot. What is Fion?
It's computer.
Yeah, Fion's electrical
Oh, is he?
engineering.
Okay.
And you are
Electrical.
Sanzi.
oh cool. Yeah, see.
Because I'm like, with me, like, I don't know, I'm more like networking and try to make computers faster. Because sometimes I get friends or some of my family members to say, "Oh, my computer's so slow," or can you make it faster or something like that. Or I remember, my mom had a lot of customers when I was at a restaurant. They would ask me to come to their house and like have them check out their computer and see what's wrong with it.
You couldn't figure out the Ethernet issue that you had on your computer then.
Well, I figured that out.
Squared walk you through it.
Yeah. He told me the way to do it. So I was like, oh, okay. And one of my Ethernet cords, it was not working as well because it wasn't lighting up.
That's what we asked you to check because all of us here has worked in the same place in college doing working. So that's why we asked you like if the Ethernet cord worked before you plug it in because some the pins could be loose or like the wiring could be loose.
But then my other alternative girl is like, if I save a lot of money, I would like to open my own studio.
And how does that make you money?
Well, I'd like to teach kids, people, teenagers, people that like to dance, people that love it.
So if I was a potential client, how do I know that you're not going to teach them junk?
Because I've been dancing for like 15 years and I've been teaching for 9 years experience. Because I don't teach junk. I teach like people that want to learn. Like, what you want to learn? Do you want to learn the basic stuff of choreography? Do you want to teach the basic of popping? Do you want to know the fundamentals of breaking? Stuff like that.
But if You're talking about children and teenagers. How do they know what they want?
Because I know the dance community here in San Diego and LA. I've been there here in Forth. I know tons. I have tons of connections of people I know. Like
But
for
that
example,
but that doesn't bring you new customers. You see your problem, right? You're saying that you know everyone in the community, right? But you're trying to build the community, so you need to start from the ground up.
oh yeah,
But
obviously I know that.
yeah, but how do I know as an outsider that you're legitimate?
How do you market
Can't
yourself?
you can't just give me
I
stats,
had,
right?
no, because I always have my business cards with me, and when I see kids, or when I teach, before the corona happened, I taught private dance lessons to kids, and I did that for like 25 an hour, and kids loved it,
Yes, but how do I know?
because I used to work at Boys and Girls Club, dude.
Okay, one, don't get defensive,
offended,
man.
I'm not offended,
I'm
Sounds
asking you some
defensive.
legitimate questions, right? Yeah, just you gotta roll with there, right? So you have business cards, and you say you teach a boys and girls club. Can they like what is that like? Can I call someone or like what is a good way to say yes? Like for instance,
references
okay.
from one of my friends or people that I worked with before, or my best friend that she works for the publishing industry, and she tells me about this this dance group up in LA. It's like, hey, you should have Winston like teach you something, which I did, and I taught him something up there, and I got paid like 75 an hour.
In that case, like, how come you don't just continue, like, selling choreography or, teaching kids to dance? Since
Because right now it's not the time. Due to COVID, all the kids they want to learn, but then to extent to like they don't feel that it's not the same. It feels awkward because when you're mirroring it against like on a camera, they'll be confused like which one's left, which one's right, And then I have to like be behind them or probably do like a mirror image of myself, like which this one's supposed to be right, but your left has to be on the left. Your left has to be on the right side.
Winston, can't you solve that by just dancing away from the camera?
I tried, but a lot of my students don't want to learn because of this corona. They say it's not the same.
well, I think there's like pretty much other methods that other dancers could have solved, right? If you can't just say that like coronavirus just completely shut down like
Oh shit.
the whole dance like community because of the fact that there's issue with like camera and learning through a camera. I mean, there is going to be a lot like some sort of difficulty because you're not in person to like teach them and like guide them to like dance, but for certain students they might need a little extra attention just like in school, like some kids need a
Oh
little
yeah, I know that. Yeah,
so
but just as for now, I tried to convince some kids that my old students, and they said they want to, but it just doesn't feel the same. That's it. That's how kids feel right now. They like it, they see it, and everything. It's like, oh, I want to learn that, but they're just like, oh, but what? They can probably learn it on YouTube, stuff like that. I mean, the other day I was working at Joanne's. I gave him a business card to one of my customers. He's like, oh yeah, my daughter dances. It's like, yeah, she's a teacher. Okay, and then I was like, all right, and does it feel like weird to her if she has to learn on a camera? She said, it's not bad. It's not like it's not bad. It's weird to her. I'm like, oh yeah, I would understand that.
right.
And I haven't got a call yet, but they stopped by the last time I worked, and they said they want to contact me or do the episode video like next week.
So you want to do this or you want to do IT?
I wish I could do both.
I think
And
I
pick
think you should do
one.
IT since this is dying, right?
I mean, I gotta follow my dreams first, right? If my dream doesn't come reality, then
You can't follow your dreams if you're dead, my friend.
Yeah, you can't follow your dreams if you're like literally homeless, not have money to pay the bills.
I mean,
My
it's
dream-
my passion, so I'm not gonna let that stop me. I'm not
If
gonna let
it-
anybody tell me to, if I'm willing to do it all the way, then
If you're willing to do it all the way, then you should be willing to get an IT job to support your life while you figure out how to get your passion done.
how I'm supposed to get it. I don't have my major in IT or computer engineering. That was my main focus.
Then get
Advanced to-
an A plus certification from Microsoft, bud.
How the fuck did I get that?
Google it.
Matt.
You have the interwebs, my friend. A plus certification, Microsoft. If you pass that, you'll not be considered a joke in the IT community, and you could actually be some kind of analyst in the IT world, right?
Correct.
And just do that, and then start paying your bills. And once you pay your bills, you can start pursuing your dreams.
I mean, he has a good, suggestion. Stan really does. He works at he worked at GM. Now he works at like Rivian, and Rivian is like the new Tesla competitor for electric motors.
Thanks for that, Connie. But I always feel like you get the cooler jobs sometimes. I kind of find mine's a little boring.
No, you do.
I know I don't. I actually do. I think. Well, the last time we talked about furniture selling. That's like a huge thing for me because I fucking hated like buying furniture, and every time I was always looking for like someone to do it better. So it was like really interesting to see the nuances of it and just realizing like shit, that's a hard industry to change.
They're literally dying, the furniture industry.
Yeah, it just needs some sort of revolution. Have you decided what your next jump is?
But then there's classes too. I have to take classes too, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna take this class.
Yeah, well, Winston, you
you
got to
have to
take a hit somewhere, man. Yeah. Unless you're balls to the walls and you can think you can pass this test. It's a $300 test, my friend.
300 if you can make 3,000.
Yeah, right.
Like, think about it. Like, you went to go to college for your dance major, right? I don't know if you got like grants or scholarships for that, but all of us took out pretty much like a loan, and we're probably paying it off, or we just finished paying it off. And those are like tens of thousands of dollars for a college degree. But this literally helps us, like, with our career and makes us more money because it's kind of like a legitimate type of paper in a way you can say for whatever we want to go into or getting a job because we committed the time to like learn about whatever field we want to go into.
I hate to do this to you, Winston, but are you on Discord right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at this channel, like the general channel. Tell me where you rank on that.
Ooh, Maslow hierarchy of needs.
I know. I hate it. I hate using this. 'Cause I always look at this when I'm like deciding do I want to jump.
This is a good one.
Yeah. Like Winston, you're trying to get level 4 and 5. There's no way you can do the top one. Do you get where I'm coming from? Like yeah. So you need to build your pyramid, right? So having that stable.
Basically, I'm around like between
1 and
blue
2.
and yellow.
Oh, there's no between, my friend. You have to build each one of these. You have to have them all.
You can't get above unless you get to below.
Yeah.
Well, I got some blue because
But
You guys
do you have
have-
safety, and then do you have like a girlfriend, wife, and everything, a relationship you feel like is secured?
Yeah, like you need to build a pyramid. You need to have all purple, then all green, then all yellow, then all blue, then all red. If you're saying, "Oh, I have blue," then dude, you're not building your pyramid. So therefore you'll always be working on shit that you can't build towards.
This is actually a good like example here.
Like just really sit back and just think about these things, man. Like it's really important that you really nail down the
Well, the
purple
thing
and
is,
nail down
okay,
the green.
listen. So my whole family says I cannot work because due to my physical health condition. If I get this SSI, if I'm gonna get it, like I'm truly gonna get it. If I get that, I'm already stacked. I'm good.
What? No.
Life?
Yes, that
You
means
just leash
I
out
don't
the
have to
government
work.
forever.
Yeah, but then that means I don't have to work because my stupid mom, should have done it when I was fucking 17, but I guess she was just
Can't
dumb
call her
not to do
stupid.
it.
She's supporting you technically.
Yeah,
She's working to support you. So
exactly.
you can't call her stupid. She's your mom.
I understand that, but she should have done it. My mom's the type of person that's quiet and doesn't want to do something that it feels like with me. My mom doesn't a lot of negative things back with me in the past. Like I understand that's my mom and everything. Like even my uncle was like, "Why are you saying negative things?" Like she wouldn't let me get my driver's license.
I mean, you're an adult. You could apply for SSI and everything, right?
Yeah. And I did, and my mom wouldn't let me drive because she said all negative things until my uncle was like, "Why are you saying so many negative things to Winston, and you say you can't even see he can do it?" And then now, 5 years later, when I was 23, I got my license, and then she finally let me go.
5 years later. So
Well,
then,
now, give me 1 second, guys.
so Fionn, when are you gonna propose to your girlfriend?
Dude, I thought you had a kid already, Fionn. What the fuck?
I know.
Yeah, you know, working on everything, man.
Wait, no. I'm asking legitimately, man. Last time you
Yeah.
told me you're trying to get pregnant, dude.
I know, right?
No, shut the
Yes,
fuck
you
up.
did.
Yeah,
You
like
did not
3 years
say
ago.
that.
Don't
Fuck
even
up.
fucking. Dude, I raised my eyebrows so hard, dude. I
Oh
fucking
my
went
God.
bald in that
You
area
say
for
you're
like
trying
2
to have
months, dude.
Fuck up. We weren't even talking about children.
Yes, you
That was at
were.
that.
Like, oh, I can't wait to get her fucking
God.
pregnant. Like, I've been trying really hard. I was like upside down and shit.
God.
And tumble down the
Not
hill.
even- that okay? That is
Continue
definitely not true.
I'm anchored
Shut
that
the
shit.
fuck up.
That's all I
That
heard. I'm
part
like,
is
damn,
definitely not
Fionn.
true.
Damn.
Oh man.
Whoever
No,
smelt
we
it dealt
already
it.
got. No, I already got all that stuff set up.
You mean the baby? Dude, I know,
Baby
man.
crib.
No, not those
Must
things
rather
are
build a baby
fine.